Louisiana beer reviews? Karbach.
Karbach. This is called Karbachotoberfest. Yeah, so this is a fest beer, German style. It seems to be on theme today. We actually went on tour at a Karbach.
Yeah, Karbachotober. That's what they call it.
Karbachotober.
We went on a tour there, part of the tour at least. Anyway, enjoyed by...
Was it like 2 years ago we did that?
3. Enjoyed by, all right, December.
No, we did go on a tour there. So we went on a tour and we looked at all their...
Oh yeah, it was 3 years ago, December, yeah.
Right, and we went...
And young guy with the vest, had that safety vest on, gave the tour.
Yeah, and then you lost your glass.
He said, I never saw this happen before.
Well, that's because you put it on the ground. You were actually using the camera that
Well, this is a replacement, the same type of camera. That was really their fault though, because you're not supposed to let people go on an industrial tour carrying glass. That's just asking for an accident.
Why? I don't know why you're doing that. Anyway.
Well, I mean, because it happened and it's a story.
Did you get a replacement glass?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know why you're busting up the company.
No, I was just saying, it just, that little feature of it was a mistake, but otherwise it was really nice. It was a great tour. It was kind of hard to find a place.
So what happened is that Jay was walking around filming, looking at how they make beer inside of, they had like glass walls of the laboratories, and it showed like some of the fermentation processes and all that. And we were going up several layers or levels, and we were walking around this open area. It seemed like the center had an open, you could look all the way down, and you put your glass down.
So I could hold the camera.
Yeah, and somebody
else
backed up on it, and it inadvertently kicked it, and it went over the top into the bottom and broke.
On the tiles. 5.5% alcohol, 25 IBUs. It's a lager aged for 6 weeks.
Do you have that glass still for the Karbach company?
I think so.
I have mine. Let's show everyone what it looks
No,
like.
it'd be too hard to find it. It's a tumbler. All right.
You know what? You're gonna get requests to see this glass.
It's a tumbler. But
it's a small tumbler. It's like an 8 ouncer or something.
They're not made to tumble 3 stories. All right. No. Anyway, 2-story. It's orange like the Sierra Nevada one. Oh, sorry, not supposed to compare. Clear.
Somebody's got the 8-hole shoes tied on tight. It's a cross between the copper and the orange, I would say.
But yeah, Karbach was a fun tour. And we were at the Mexican border and it was warm, like 83 degrees or hotter. And by the time we got to Houston, it was like cold and we didn't have jackets or anything. And it was oh, this thing is so cold. It's right off the interstate though, that place.
And we had gone on this big like drinking tour too, so my stomach was sticking wet.
It's right off the interstate, and the reason they call it Karbach Brewing, it's on a little street called Karbach Street.
Really?
Makes sense. Smells kind of.
This one's
nothing.
This one's less bready.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and taste this, see what it's about.
Okay. Cheers. One thing I remember about Karbach was there was a lot of people there, and their beer prices were not high, like you would expect at a brew pub. They weren't like astronomically high. Okay, this one's kind of bland.
I'm not finding it to be bland. I'm finding this one to be pretty good.
I don't mean bland like bland terrible. I just mean bland like
right,
low profile.
Stop the cameras. Time out. The Marzen style is in itself is a lot like an American light beer. You're not going to get a whole lot of flavor off this. So for us to sit here and look for flavors that aren't there, I mean, they're just not there.
Not criticizing, I'm just saying it's kind of bland.
So this one's 5.9% alcohol. So this is the highest one we tried. Now, if you're looking for that wheated
No,
crusty.
5.5. 5.5.
Okay. So if you're looking for that wheated crustiness that you're looking for in these styles, you're not getting it in this one.
No. We've done so many Texas Oktoberfests. We've done so many Oktoberfests. We did Shiner Oktoberfest, Karbach Oktoberfest now. We did, what, didn't we do Yingling Oktoberfest once?
Yeah, I almost picked up another one from Bell's, but I was like, no.
Oh yeah, I used to see that one around here. Look, I'm saying this one is very clean though. It's clean. This is like a clean beer. The sweetness
I think
is low.
that's what I enjoyed about it, is that it was real clean, filtered. The flavors are light, and they're coming in real light.
Yeah, you were taking it the wrong way when I said bland. I didn't mean in a bad way.
I wasn't taking it the wrong way. Bland means bland.
I don't know. There's different kind of blandness I find. Some are just like tasteless.
So are you comparing the word bland to the word two in the English language that has 3 different spellings and 3 different meanings?
Yeah, or run. The sweetness level is probably 2.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. The bitterness level is very low. Maybe 1 out of 5 hop cones. It's not a hoppy beer. It's not giving me that brown bread crust flavor really like of some brand that I'm not going to mention. And it's not, it's just very low profile though. It's a light body. It's a dry finish, or you could say a crisp finish. It's really easy going and enjoyable. It's sort of like a, yeah, like a maybe it does remind me of Shiner Oktoberfest, because that one's kind of like that too, like real low profile, but clean, And we toured Shiner too that same trip, and that was a really good tour.
Oh, that was a great place. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in the middle of nowhere.
And they had their best prices, meaning no price.
Free.
And they weren't stingy either.
No. And yeah, and if you ran out of beer and you ran out of the coupons, they give you another one. Here you go. All right, that's it, but we'll give you one more.
Yeah, you get there and they're like, you want to drink a lot of beer? And the crowd was like, yeah. And they're like, no, we're serious. So they're like giving out like these little discs.
Yeah.
And they're like pouring, not like little taste shots.
No. You got.
They're like, whoop, whoop. And they're like, okay, well, everybody's finished drinking. Well, let's go on the tour. When you get back, we can drink some more. And the crowd was like, yeah. And the place was so clean, like everything was stainless steel and shiny. That was like one of the great beer.
Yeah, that was a
brewery
real
tours.
brewery too.
Yeah, from 1909. It was a really great tour.
Yeah.
Spetzel Brewing. This is an A beer though to me. To me it's an A beer. I'm not criticizing it. I was just commenting on it.
I'd give it an A as well.
I'm gonna go 93, 9.3 out of 10. Common score for me, but
I'm gonna give it a 92.
Beers tend to be that way.
It's real mellow.
So it's
a real mellow beer. You can get in some trouble with this though, because that 5.5 is really hidden.
You could feel it, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen this in my life, actually. I've seen Karbach, of course, Rodeo Clown, and those kind of IPAs, but I have never seen this. So when you
might be the first year. Who knows?
So when I saw it, I was like, I love the can design. It reminds me of an old beer can I have from the 1970s. I'll go get it real fast with another German name. Hold on.
But we're not pulling out the Karbach glass, kids. Just remember that. We didn't want to like go all over the place with the Karbach glass.
No, it just kind of reminds me, you know, Schwegman with the shield and the blue and the gold.
But we're on the, this is like Karbach, right?
Yeah. No more Schwegmans.
No Karbach glass.
Oh, yeah.
But we got time to get the Schwegman's can.
Yeah, because I knew exactly where it was. I didn't have to go in a cabinet with 40 glasses. All right, thanks for watching this video production. We're going to end this review by saying you go to Northwest Houston, Texas, get off of Interstate 610, and tour the Karbach Brewery.
Prost.